Until
Grew up talking to dogs. Just the regular, I got the call from my agent, and I knew what the project was. I'd heard of it before, and went in for the audition, and it was really tough. It was my first time doing a voice audition, so it was an hour and a half, 2 hours of a lot of different scenes in different ways, and then I left thinking, if I don't get the movie, that was probably the best experience I've ever had
Yeah.
as an actor in a room in an audition. And I just prayed that I could get the movie just so I could play more with these guys, like have more. It was so much fun.
Yeah, the creators of the film, they create a really just comfortable environment. They make it feel so and you're able to create, you're able to explore, and you're just able to be yourself. And there's like absolutely no judgment. There's no, and it was very much the same way with the audition. When I went in and I met Don, we were bouncing ideas off of each other, and it wasn't like any audition I had gone on, because usually when you go in, it's like you do the whole, how did I do, but with this one, I went in and it was more of a work session, like we were bouncing ideas off of each other, and I mean he was in there for quite a while, like 2 hours. He said I was in there for 30 minutes.
But I feel like they'd already done a lot of their homework before the auditions. Like when it came down to bringing people in, I think they had it narrowed down.
Yeah.
Because I felt they just made you feel very special when you came in, which meant that they were definitely considering you as a front runner.
Yeah.
I think. Didn't you feel that way too?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's also nice when you feel important, or you feel like you deserve to be there. It changes everything. It makes it feel very relaxed.
Chef. Chef.
Chef.
I love food, so I would need a chef robot. Yeah. I can't, there's no second guessing it.
That's such a tough question. I don't know what it would be. I guess, I've used this before. I love basketball. I love playing basketball. So probably a robot that could like rebound my shots and just pass the ball back to me. That'd make my life way easier.
Oh. He would make every dish. But no, his specialty would definitely be ramen. Anything Japanese food, but definitely ramen. You'd open up his stomach like a fridge door, and there'd just be a bowl of ramen right there, and you pull it out and eat. Oh, that would make my life.
I feel like this could happen for the
This
sequel.
really could. Yeah.
I feel like this could be something.
That'd be
Make it a
great.
reality.
Yeah, for
Baymax
sure.
cooks food.
Exactly.
Oof.
Like, being able to speak any language in the world fluently or something like that, to be able to communicate, like some sort of communication power, like telepathy or something like that with the mind is very interesting to me. Like psychic powers and things like that. That could be cool. Could be fun.
I don't mean to interrupt, but it's interesting asking that when you asked that question. I thought about it. Tadashi actually is in the Big Hero 6. He is not in it, but Baymax is a mirror of Tadashi. And Tadashi lives on in Baymax and what in the software that he programmed. It's very much like his Hiro's older brother. Tadashi just constantly cared for Hiro, and he wanted to make sure everything was okay, and he made sure everyone was okay. And Baymax is the exact same thing. And when you watch the film, there's scenes that mirror each other. Tadashi and Baymax, they mirror each other. So Tadashi is in the Big Hero 6.
Yeah, he's very present. And there's arguably at the end of the film too, there's times when Baymax speaks and you kind of feel like it's maybe Tadashi.
Tadashi, absolutely. The film has a lot of messages, and I think one of the most important messages of the film is that, the family that you spend your life with isn't necessarily the ones you're born with. Sometimes people are born, into this world when they don't have family, and they're with foster families or whatever it is. And this film really, it celebrates finding that family, finding that new family, creating that new family, and that they don't have to be blood relatives to be your real family, 'cause they will love you and care for you just as much as, blood relatives do.
One that I really like that we haven't really talked about is the idea that violence isn't necessarily the answer. There's a part in the movie where they realize that they don't want to, where Hiro tries to have Baymax destroy someone, and then through the team he realizes that's not the right way to go.
Yeah.
Because everyone has experiences and everybody goes through traumatic things in their life, and there's always a reason for things. So I love that message, and I think it's smart for, you can't answer every problem through fighting or through violence. It's smart to think beforehand, and I think that's a really solid message this movie has.
Yeah.